First unveiled at E3 2015, the Final Fantasy VII Remake reveal was met with a standing ovation. That should give you an idea of how popular this particular game in the franchise has been for fans. Final Fantasy VII Remake is a retelling of the original story with some twists to the way the narrative plays out. You don the role of Cloud Strife, a former Shinra soldier who has joined Avalanche, a group of eco-terrorists that are giving their all to fight the Shinra Corporation. The Shinra Corporation is using Mako Reactors to drain the planet of its resources and kill it. Initially, it isn't clear why Cloud Strife, a former Shinra soldier, has joined the opposition, and that bit of curiosity keeps the plot going. He says he is doing it for the money, but it's obvious from the get-go that there is more to this reason than meets the eye, and you will learn about it as the plot progresses. You also encounter a girl selling flowers, and your encounter with her leads you to discover some ghost-like beings which are present in the game. Throughout your journey, you are taunted by Sephiroth, a badass with some impressive sword skills. The story is engaging enough for newcomers and elaborates on the lore set up by the original. The gameplay in Final Fantasy VII Remake can be described as an action role-playing game that has some heavy RPG elements for those that like it. You control Cloud, and pressing square on the controller leads to an attack and pressing triangle leads to a heavy attack. Pressing X brings up a menu where you have special abilities and spells that can be used. Since bringing up this menu kind of pauses the action, you can assign some of the abilities to an L1 plus any face button kind of combo to ensure the action doesn't stop. Honestly, I like popping up the menu to have a breather in some high-paced combat sequences to catch my breath and plan my next move. See, in Final Fantasy VII, you are accompanied by other characters from Avalanche, each with their own light and heavy attacks and special abilities. Each character has a meter which charges up to let you use the special attack, and when the time comes, use a super special attack as well. Switching between players is as simple as pressing the directional button on the D-pad, and when the action gets intense, unleashing a flurry of special moves from all your teammates can get quite satisfying. There are other RPG elements that one needs to keep an eye on, like player stats, weapon upgrades, magical upgrades, and more. Another thing I really liked in the game is the ability to read an enemy's abilities and weaknesses. It's a nice way to let you understand your enemy's weaknesses and plan your strategy accordingly. When it comes to exploration, there is little more than branching paths that you can explore. Sure, there are some open areas where you can indulge in some side missions for experience and rewards, but one can't call this an open world game. For the most part, it is a tight-knit linear experience. Visually, the game looks stunning with a few hiccups with textures here and there. On the sound, the background score does a fantastic job of drawing you in, but the voice acting may be a bit too much and over the top for some. For me personally, Final Fantasy VII Remake was a pleasant surprise. I'm sure there are those that will love it and those that will have a problem with it when compared to the original. More than anything, I'm sure that the developers are patiently waiting to hear what fans of the franchise think of the game. From a newcomer's perspective, I find the game interesting and intriguing. I love the lore and the story the game is set in. I love the depths of the characters from the narrative standpoint. I really enjoyed the fighting elements in the game with the various abilities, spells, and special abilities thrown into the mix. I also love the art style, but some graphical hitches and voice acting does get annoying. But the package on offer is one that will keep you hooked for days on end. I am 20 hours into this adventure and the end doesn't seem to be around the corner. So there you have it, guys. That was our review of the Final Fantasy VII Remake. We played this on a PS4 Pro. You can always let us know what you thought of this review in the comment section below. And for more from the world of technology, you can subscribe to our channel.